and I just knocked the camera a little bit. And basically this week I'm going to do a kind of like, it's not a tutorial, but tips on how to get rid of Dastar pain. But yeah, I'll be tying this Dastar and I'll be showing you how to get rid of pains. But you know, I've been getting a lot of questions about how to get rid of Dastar pain, and I ended up doing a the question and answer thing, and yeah, you guys sent me through the types of pains that you guys get, and hopefully this video will solve maybe like 90% plus of the problems that you guys have if you followed them. But yeah, so let's get into the video. So I don't tend to get pain in my Dastar, but is that very rare? It's because over the years I've found out what makes things worse and what doesn't. So I'm one of those people that isn't bothered if my Dastar's not off by the end of the day, because I'm fine. Right, so there's two ways. Obviously I don't use Malmal material. You could use Malmal material. It's softer and lighter to the head. That could get rid of neck pains with the heavy, you know, Dastar, especially if you have long hair like me. Another tip would be when you do your jura, don't yank your hair. It's like, keep your kiss, you know, healthy. You don't want to pull them too hard. Give yourself a headache. And yeah, basically, right. Another tip would be when you do a kiski, so make sure up to this step you're comfortable. Like, if you're comfortable up to your kiski, it's good, because now your kiss isn't hurting. Your kiski's comfortable, so if you have to take your Dastar off, you got your kiski. And keep your kiski light as well. Don't over tight your kiski. And I'll tell you guys how not to kill yourself, because I'll be doing my Dastar and I'll explain what not to do and what to do. So I did put out what's it called, a question and answer. Yeah, question and answer, to see what types of pains you guys get. I'm just loading it up. Oh, another tip would be to obviously wash, if it's your first time wearing a Dastar, a new Dastar, always wash the Dastar. Is always handy. This Dastar I've got actually at the moment is from seekaccessories.com. If you haven't seen my previous video regarding the unboxing, obviously if you guys struggle to get hold of Dastar materials, I know a lot of places worldwide don't actually have the material. Yeah, so you can order it online at seekaccessories.com. They have every single colour and they have different materials. So I use pure vel, but obviously there's another Dastar material which is Malmal, and then you've got bug materials which are different, and they vary. So Malmal is actually thinner than pure vel, but pure vel is still lighter, but it's not as light, if that makes sense. But yeah, so always wash your Dastar. Try and like get out all of like the hard like material, so it's like fully washed. And then obviously, because it's still not going to be as soft as maybe your old Dastars, which have been washed multiple times, what you could do is you can dampen it. So just, you know, splash water over it, spray water into it, so it's damp. It will dry by the time you tie your Dastar, and in like an hour or so. So always damp your Dastar. Mine's actually currently damp at the moment. I've damped it, so yeah. Okay, so I've got the questions up. So a lot of it's ear pain. There's sometimes I get, okay, so I know some people actually get cuts in the ear because of the pain, and then it kind of like, it starts bleeding and then it gets even more sore. I've gone through that stage, not doing that again, 100%. So obviously a lot of people are saying ear pain's one of their, you know, most. Hairline pulling back, obviously, like I said, don't tighten your jura like crazy. Your kiski and your kiss isn't going to come, it's not going to come loose if it's not like a, I don't know, minuscule less tight. So, you know, don't kill yourself. So yeah, is okay, mild headaches. Mild headaches is most likely either one of your larrs is pressing down on a nerve, which is then giving you a headache, or it's because how tight and how tight your hair, how tight your KAUR, or how tight your Dastar is being done. So it's most likely how tight you're doing your Dastar, or maybe a nerve, which I'll teach you how to get rid of nerve pain. Back of the neck could be because it's really tight, could be because, you know, the Dastar material is too heavy for your neck. I do get that sometimes. It's most likely because it can be heavy for me because I've got long KAURs, and yeah. And obviously if I keep my head like this a lot, it's gonna hurt even more, so posture can solve that. Forehead pain, that means it's too tight here, or it's pressing down on one of your nerves here. Throbbing pain on the right side of the forehead, so this side, and pain in the earlobe. So earlobes are usually, you don't tend to get a lot of pain, but it depends how you do it again. But yeah, this area is quite soft compared to if you were to get, a lot of pain can come from this part of your ear. So yeah, I'm going to show you how not to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with my Dastar. So I'm gonna do my normal triangle Dastar. I can actually apply this to all my Dastars, so you can too. I tend to cover my ears, especially with my triangle Dastar. If you don't do a triangle Dastar and it's gold, it don't tend to be a problem, but obviously you could get pain from the back of your head. It can give you full head pains, and obviously with the gold Dastar, if you do it too tight, it can, yeah, again, give you headaches across the front of your forehead, and you know, going back, depending, and the rest depends on how tight your KAURs are done. So yeah, I'm just gonna begin. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this as normal. Okay, here we go. So I could do this and put this here, right? If you can see that, but I'm not going to. So if you always put your, especially your first larr, actually no, forget what I said. You need to put your larrs and like on your earlobe or below. So it has to be, usually would do it just below, to be honest. Like if you have it on your earlobe, it might ride up, which would then give you pains here again. So if you tie it here, you won't get pains, basically. So I'm gonna now take it all the way down. See, I'm covering it. So I'm gonna put all the pressure on the outside of the larr and not the whole larr. That's what I do. So I put pressure on this, just outside, okay? And you take it down and around. So this is what I'm doing, but all the pressure's here, no pressure's here. You don't need pressure there, you just need pressure here. And it doesn't need to be super tight. So honestly, your Dastar's not going to come off if it's super tight. It's just going to give you a headache, maybe ruin your hairline, and you know, damage your hair. So again, I'm going to take it from the bottom, right, from here. So this is where all the pressure is going to be, here. So I'm not going to do this, right, like I said again, I'm going to do this. So it's going to go below. See, can you see my Dastar's a bit wet? Yeah, so it's still damp at the moment. Again, I'm going to take this around and up. So I will be, right, so here, this is what I used to do, right, was, let's straighten that out. Right, what I used to do was this. This is what I used to do. I used to take it up. Nah, don't do that. Take it down. Again. Because that's where I used to get my ear pain. Right? Obviously, like I said, this doesn't need to be super tight. I'll tell you how to tighten your Dastar. Just don't do it in the first couple of larr, especially when it's gonna like give you headaches. Because you don't want to get a headache, right? You can tie the stuff without a headache, so why put yourself in the pain? Right, again, see that you can see my earlobes poking out, so it's not going to be a big issue. I can just pull this down again, look. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this and I'm going to push this way and pull this way, right? This is how I tighten my Dastar. And obviously I'm doing this on the second load rather than the first. And again, I'm taking it down, under, and I'm going to do a triangle like that. And I'm just pulling up all my like larrs from behind upwards, just to keep it neater. So I do 3 triangles. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it down right under here, right there, right? So see, I can just pull it down and yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so next thing is, right, so if there's another nerve down here which you don't want to press, because if you end up pressing that, you're going to get headaches. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to pull this and fold it up, but flat. Like, it has to be flat. If it's lumpy, it might press on one of the nerves, especially if it's twisted and it's pushing, it will push against a nerve and it's going to give you a headache. So you keep it as flat as possible, and you can avoid that pain back here, okay? Then what I would do is take this around like that, and I'm just going to pull this like here. Right, so I've got the basic shape that I want. And I'm just going to tuck all that in here, okay? So now you can actually start tightening your Dastar. So yeah, just push this flatly rather than bulky round, you know, lump of material. It's just flat, okay? Now this is the stage where I start tightening my Dastar, regardless what type of Dastar I'm doing. Right, so now I've done my Dastar. It doesn't feel, it's loose here, but it's tight. Like, you can see like the gap, but it's still tight. And what you just need to do, if you want to tighten it even more, is just pull it down a little bit and just tuck it in like that. That's it. That's all you need to do, and that's it. It's done. Obviously the rest depends on how good your hand is with your Dastar. That takes practice. But yeah, so I mean, I don't get headaches because I follow these steps, and when I don't follow these steps, I tend to get a headache or pains or ear pains. I even at one point it started cutting across here. So always have your larrs on your earlobe. So for some reason this side always comes up, right, a little bit, but it's always on my earlobe. So if you end up tying it on your earlobe, it's going to go up even more. So you need to below your earlobe so it can go up to your earlobe and it won't go any higher. So yeah, these are my tips to how to get rid of pain on your Dastar, like when you're tying your Dastar. And yeah, so this is the final product, basically all done, no pains, all good. I hope this video helped you guys. Comment down below if there's any other types of pains and if I need to do a part 2 by any chance. And let me know if it works for you, because it definitely works for me, and I know other people that don't follow these steps because they don't want to change their routine. But would you rather be able to wear the Dastar or not be able to wear it at all because, you know, because of the pains, or suffer throughout the day? Because you don't need to suffer, it's not a big deal. Just do the right things and you'll be fine. Yeah, so let me know. And hit a thumbs up if you liked this video, you know. Oh yeah, hit that subscribe button, because you know the goal is to hit 10 or more K and have 10 or more thousands of you guys. Until next time, stay fearless and keep going. Bye.